What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Roy's Customs. If you're new, welcome, and if you've been around a while, thanks for stopping by. So anyways, I have this broken, busted up crank angle sensor here off of this 2001 Ford Escort ZX2, and I'm going to kind of show you what the problem actually probably is. Okay, so I got the 2-liter engine out of the ZX2, and I already went ahead and took the timing belt and the crank pulley and the crank gear for the timing belt, and I took the water pump pulley off so I could get to all that, and I got all the covers off and stuff. But anyways, because of the nature of the damage, I'm gonna assume it's crank walk, but we will find out more once I get it. Anyways, get the oil pan off and get it flipped so that I can see what's going on, but I'm gonna take the oil pan off before I flip it because there's still probably some oil down in there, and I don't want it to just run back into the engine. So I do have the AC compressor bracket off because it does hold the upper and the lower crankcase together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to taking the oil pan off, and then we're going to get it flipped and see what's going on here. Okay, so now we got the oil pan off. We're going to go ahead and flip the engine and see what we have. So first thing we're going to do is take the oil siphon tube off, and then there are 10 millimeter bolts that hold the bottom crankcase on, and you want to do these systematically. Just a tidbit of information that I want to give you here. You don't necessarily have to take your pistons all the way out. You can just disconnect them from the connecting rods, disconnect the connecting rods, and then you can just put the crankshaft back in there and line up your pistons with the corresponding lobes. So anyways, I did get that taken care of, and I have these busted loose for the crank bearing caps. So I'm going to be taking these out. And remember, you do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, go work from out to in, just like anything else. And so, down to the last one here, and then we will see what in the world is going on. Because I am assuming it's crank walk. These are already numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they have an arrow pointing in the direction that they're supposed to go. So orientation and numerical order is pretty much a no-brainer. Well, as far as the bearings go, they look pretty typical. But this one, the thrust bearing, it's the one in the very center here. The thrust bearing is the one that usually causes the problem. We need to go ahead and pull the crank. So we'll need a place to put that. Preferably someplace that's relatively clean. Well, The bearing does look pretty worn out, scored up. I'd say if we just replace it, we'd have to replace. And even on the other side, it doesn't look nearly as bad as what this side does. And this side is the one. What happens is the crank walks forward, and it walks forward too far, and then what happens is your flex plate ends up going forward as well, and what that does is it starts chewing into the actual well, this one started chewing into the actual block back here, but it'll start chewing into your crank angle sensor, and then, well, this is usually the problem. So anyways, I'd say that is it. That is what's going on here. Need new main bearings. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that does seem to be the problem. We will get the bearing kit, and we will get this put back together in another video. So for now, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what and all is involved, and what a broken crank angle sensor can actually mean. Now there is another thing. The flex plate could be bad. The torque converter could be causing an issue too, possibly, but this looks like this is it. So anyways, and the flex plate didn't look like it was bent or anything, anyways, for this video, that's going to be it. And so I will have a video of kind of putting this back together. So anyways, I sure appreciate you guys watching. If you're new, feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notifications, and if you've been around a while, I appreciate you stopping by Roy's Customs and seeing what's going on here at my little shop. And have a spectacular day or night, whichever one it is for you. Peace out.